Refrigeration is one of those technologies that became so normal we barely notice it. A refrigerator hums in the kitchen, supermarket freezers glow under bright lights, trucks move chilled food across highways, and restaurants store ingredients safely for days. But behind that ordinary convenience is a major shift in human control over nature. Refrigeration means artificially cooling a space, substance, or system below the surrounding temperature, then keeping it there. That ability changed food preservation, trade, health, city growth, and even taste. Before reliable artificial cooling, cold was not something most people could command. It was seasonal, local, and limited. Modern refrigeration turned cold into infrastructure. The basic problem refrigeration solves is heat. Heat naturally flows from warmer things into cooler things. Leave food in a warm room and heat from the environment continues to affect it. Microbes multiply faster, chemical reactions continue, texture breaks down, and spoilage accelerates. Refrigeration slows these processes by lowering temperature, but it must also fight the constant return of heat from the surrounding world. A refrigerator is not simply a box that contains cold. It is a machine that repeatedly removes unwanted heat from inside the box and releases it somewhere else. The cold feeling is really the result of heat being moved away. For most of history, people did not have mechanical cooling. They used whatever cold nature provided. In Arctic, subarctic, alpine, or winter climates, natural ice could be harvested from frozen water or glaciers. Caves, root cellars, shaded underground spaces, and cold seasons helped preserve crops and some animal products. But this access was uneven. If you lived in a hot or temperate region, natural cold might be rare or absent for much of the year. That meant fresh meat, seafood, dairy, and delicate produce were difficult to keep. Geography decided how much cold storage a society could realistically use. Because cold storage was limited, older societies relied heavily on preservation methods that did not require cooling. Drying removed moisture. Salting and curing made food less hospitable to microbes. Smoking, pickling, and fermentation extended shelf life in different ways. These techniques were effective and culturally important, but they also changed the food. They altered flavor, texture, nutrition, and cooking habits. A salted fish or dried meat is useful, but it is not the same as a fresh one. Without refrigeration, diets were more seasonal and local. Food systems were built around what could survive time, distance, and climate. The 19th century ice trade was an important bridge. Ice was cut from frozen lakes and rivers, stored in insulated buildings, and shipped to households, businesses, and cities that could not easily obtain it naturally. Iceboxes allowed people to keep food cooler at home, and commercial cold storage began to expand. This was a real cold chain, but it still depended on consumable cooling. Ice melted. It had to be harvested, transported, stored, sold, and replaced. Losses were unavoidable. Warm weather, distance, and logistics all mattered. The ice trade proved the value of cold, but it also revealed why a more controllable system was needed. Modern refrigeration works differently because it uses a repeating heat transfer cycle. Instead of consuming a block of ice, it uses a working fluid called a refrigerant. The refrigerant absorbs heat from a colder space, then releases that heat into a warmer place. In many systems, it does this by changing phase between liquid and vapor. A compressor raises the pressure and temperature of the vapor. A condenser coil helps release heat outside the cooled area. Then the refrigerant expands, cools, and becomes ready to absorb heat again. The cycle continues as long as power and machinery keep it moving. This is why the back or underside of a refrigerator can feel warm. The appliance is not producing cold from nothing. It is pumping heat out of the storage compartment and dumping that heat into the room. Insulation slows heat from leaking back in, but it cannot stop it completely. Every time the door opens, warm air enters. Every warm item placed inside adds more heat that must be removed. The compressor turns on to restore the set temperature. In a simple household refrigerator, you can see the core logic of much larger systems: controlled space, heat absorption, compression, heat rejection, expansion, and repetition. Refrigeration also connects closely to air conditioning and heat pumps. These technologies all move heat rather than magically creating cold or warmth. Air conditioning removes heat from indoor air and releases it outdoors. A heat pump can use a similar cycle to move heat into a building, and some systems can reverse direction depending on the season. Refrigeration focuses on keeping an interior space cold, but the waste heat it rejects can sometimes be useful, for example in water heating. The important idea is that cooling and heating are often part of the same engineering family. The difference is which side of the heat transfer you care about. Once mechanical refrigeration became practical, transportation changed dramatically. Temperature-controlled rail cars made it possible to move meat, seafood, dairy, fruit, and vegetables much farther without immediate spoilage. Later, refrigerated trucks extended that flexibility onto roads. This did not simply make food fresher. It reorganized agriculture and commerce. Producers could specialize, ship to distant markets, and operate at larger scale. Cities could receive perishable goods from far away instead of depending mainly on nearby farms or fisheries. The modern food supply chain became a temperature-managed network, not just a movement of goods from one place to another. Refrigeration helped reshape settlement patterns as well. Before modern cooling and refrigerated transport, many large communities depended strongly on natural routes, local food access, and manageable climates. Refrigerated rail cars and cold logistics made it easier to supply places that were not located on older transport channels such as rivers, harbors, or valley trails. Combined with air conditioning and other infrastructure, refrigeration helped support growth in hot regions that once seemed less suitable for dense urban life. Cities such as Houston and Las Vegas illustrate how cooling technologies can reduce environmental limits. Cold became part of how modern cities survive heat. In developed countries today, refrigeration is deeply embedded in food safety. Supermarkets, butcher shops, seafood counters, dairy sections, warehouses, processing plants, and delivery fleets all depend on controlled temperatures. If that chain breaks, food can become unsafe long before it looks obviously spoiled. Refrigeration reduces waste by slowing the biological and chemical processes that ruin food. It also allows large quantities of perishable products to be supplied from fewer, more productive farms and fisheries. The result is abundance, but also dependency. A modern grocery store is not just a store. It is the visible end of a continuous cold infrastructure. The cultural effects are just as important. Refrigeration widened what people could eat and when they could eat it. Foods that were once local, seasonal, rare, or expensive became everyday options. Fresh produce could travel farther. Meat and seafood could be distributed more safely. Delicacies from distant regions could enter ordinary consumer markets. This changed nutrition, cooking, restaurant menus, and expectations of freshness. Modern tastes were shaped by the assumption that ingredients can be kept cold from source to kitchen. Many meals that feel normal today depend on invisible temperature control long before they reach a plate. Refrigeration also extends far beyond food. Industrial freezers, cryogenics, laboratories, medical storage, and climate-controlled facilities all rely on the same broad principle: remove heat from one place and release it somewhere else. Vaccines, biological samples, scientific equipment, and specialized manufacturing processes may all require strict temperature control. That makes refrigeration a foundation of modern industry and healthcare, not only domestic comfort. Yet it also comes with energy costs and technical responsibilities. Systems need power, maintenance, insulation, and carefully managed refrigerants. Refrigeration changed civilization because it made cold reliable, but reliability requires constant work behind the scenes. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.